Monday, friends. This is Thanksgiving week, Black Friday week, which is more my priority because I don't like Thanksgiving, but we're to prepare Christopher's lunch. I'll tell you about my game plan. So, today's plan is a good one. First things first is we're making Chris's lunch, a lunch box. First item needed. Bread, pretty important for a sandwich. Applesauce, chips, cookies. Those are his side dishes. Ice packs, lots of them, because it's hot in Texas. It's like 70 something today, so it's not that hot, but don't want his lunch to get warm. Gatorade to fuel up after the long, hard time working. Condiments, boom. Throw in those things. And now I just need to get the sandwich, stew, got cheese, lettuce, onion. Meat and pickle. Okay, so today's plan, first things first, is I need to film a haul clip, a perfect pair, and a kit lineup. And I don't think I'm probably going to film my plan with you today just because I don't feel like turning on the foiler to make my scripts, if I'm being honest with you. That's fine. I will edit the perfect pair and the kit lineup because that's my Friday video and my Monday video. So that'll be good to have done. I'm also going to edit my vlog today. So we have 3 more videos to edit. I have already been up, filmed the multi-shop grab bag portion of the new release video for Black Friday, edited it, and it is being uploaded onto YouTube right now for today. So we've already got that done. So I'm gonna film that other stuff, and then I'm going to work on editing those things. And while I'm waiting for those to render, I'm gonna bring the laptop into my office, and while I am waiting on the render, I am going to be working on D&D because I do have D&D this week. So I need to, I'm not prepared, I fear. I'm very much so unprepared. So I'm going to work on that, which should be fun. That's like my fun in between, like doing my work and then a little fun, because I can't edit anything while I'm waiting for the video to render. It's literally just me sitting there waiting for it to be done rendering so I can edit another video. So I might as well use that for D&D. I gotta start by writing a synopsis of what happened last session, and I made a grave mistake not doing that like weeks ago, literally 2 weeks ago. Because I'm a little bit rustastic on what happened. But it's not too hard for me to figure it out because I can just read through like the session and like my outline of the session, and I can just be like, oh yeah, they did X, Y, Z. Boom. So should be good. And yeah, that's big on the docket today, is working on all of that stuff. I would like to have all the videos done and everything for D&D done today. And then tomorrow, I mean, if I have time today, I can, if I have time today, I can Hold on. Hey baby, your lunch is done.
My lunch?
Yeah.
Is it delicious?
I hope so.
You're loving it?
Yep. So, if I have time, I will prepare all of the multi-shop grab bags. I don't think that there will be time for that, but if there is, I will do that in oops bags. If not, that'll be on tomorrow's list. But that's where we're at. We have things to do, places to go, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, filming is done. I think I'm actually just gonna do D&D next because I could edit tomorrow. I don't really need to edit today. It's not really like a necessity, which I will most likely have time for, but I like to just lock and load into one thing. And so I'm bouncing back and forth between editing and doing D&D. I'm not gonna give either one my full attention, and that will be a travesty. So, I did have a very bad coughing fit while doing that, but hey, we got her done. We got her done, okay? Okay guys, I'm gonna take a little break because I'm actually starving to death. I tried one of the orange cranberry muffins. Not for me, buddy. Those can be for Christopher. I tried having that this morning, but it was like a 75% chance I wasn't gonna like it, but we've tried every flavor. So I just wanted to try it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make lunch. I am gonna make myself a sandwich. So this is kind of copy paste what we did earlier. I'm gonna cut up a fresh onion. That one looks like a little dry and crusty. And I like nice juicy onion. But I'm almost done with D&D, which is great. I'm on like the second to last act, which is perfect. Because the last act is just kind of like a we have ended type thing, so practically finished with that, which I flew through. I got that done really quick because I've been really focused, and I'm doing the maps kind of as I go because I've been really bad about doing that, and then get stuck having to like, cause like whenever I'm doing it, I'm like reading through everything like many times, but then if I decide to, oh, I'm not gonna do the maps right now, then I have to read through everything again to make the maps, because I was too lazy to just make them to begin with. So I'm just like being smart and just doing the maps as I go, which has been pretty easy. I've only had to like complete like from scratch do one map. The other ones were because it's like they're at this tavern, so it's like the same map from last session as the ones like the first two maps at the beginning is where they started, and then one of the maps I had made for possible use for something else and didn't end up using it, so that was already done. So I've literally only had to like do one, so it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I am just like, I just can't wait for Chris to have a day off so that we can crack our packs, AKA open all my avatar cards, or like a night where he doesn't have to work in the morning, because work's been really cuckoo because of Black Friday, because Black Friday started on Amazon already, so. I think I may do some Christmas shopping today. I'm like pissed because, not like pissed, it's like actually Chris's freaking mom and brother bought like everything off of Chris's wish list. So there's like simply nothing left to get him. So gonna be a bit tricky. And then my dad's already done, so I just kind of need to do, I already know I'm doing Lila, so I don't have to order anything for her. It's basically just Andrea and Chris, and then my sister and Brooke, which one thing I'm gonna mail from here, which is, in her words, I want old wax because it works better. So that's easy. And then I'm sending them like a couple of games off of Amazon. So that'll also be easy. The freaking bread, not bread, the onion like skins, the like papery part. Ugh, so annoying. But I was starving, so I had to take a break. It's all I could think about. And I am like so close to being done that I was like, well, Hannah, you can just like wait till you're done. But I'm trying to like lose that bit of toxicity that I have within myself. Do I have an open salami? Because this is a new salami. Pepperoni. But what was I talking about? Oh, Christmas. So I just have to do Andrea and Lila and my sister and Brooke. So should be pretty easy. Chris is gonna be doing, the reason I'm doing that is our dividing and conquering is Chris is doing Nick and the boys, and I'm doing Andrea, the girls, and Nick's parents. So that was kind of the division of labor there. So I would like to just like, since Amazon's already got Black Friday going, I would like to just get that done. I said to Chris yesterday, I'm like, you need some more stuff on your list. And he's like, what do you mean? I just added a bunch of stuff. I'm like, your family bought it all. Like, there was like 5 packages that came yesterday just from your brother. And more are coming today from your mom. They spoiled you rotten. And he's like, oh my God. But obviously, thankful, grateful, blessed. Love them. But now I'm like, what do I get him? Cole? Some kisses? Who knows? Not I. But I'm gonna take a break, like I said, eat lunch, have a Sammy, have some chips, and then finish that up. And then I need to do a couple of reading updates, which is simple. And then I do have enough books to film a book haul, and I can get that literally like edited. So that would be amazing behavior on my part. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Okay. Like, where did my onion knife go? Here she is. Beautiful sandwich. Ugh. I am, in fact, getting another Diet Coke because I had a can, and cans are smaller than bottles, and there's not enough caffeine. I slept horrendously last night. I woke up on 2 different occasions with a coughing fit, which is really tragic. Got my chips, got my Sammy, got my dip, got my brown liquor. Put that in my pocket. I'm gonna go have my lunch. And then, really feel like getting ready, but I'm gonna need to if I wanna film a haul. But I think I'm gonna finish D&D and then edit my vlog because I need to have that edited so I can delete that footage before I offload my camera again. So I think that's the plan. But I think also while I'm eating, I might do my Christmas shopping. You know? You know. Let's go. D&D stuff, done. Check. Now we're going to my office to start editing my vlog because we're really killing it, okay? We're getting all the things done. I'm gonna get to doing some editing. I'm gonna edit the vlog, and then while that's rendering, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna film my reading updates. Do I want to get ready and do that? I just know that I will be mad at myself if I don't. I think I'm gonna get ready, film my reading update, film my haul, and then immediately take a hair wash, full body shower. Is that really dramatic? Yeah. Yeah, it is, but that's what the doctor is ordering. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna offload this camera and edit the haul, the kit lineup, the perfect pair, get all of those uploaded. And I think that's a good plan. I think that's a solid plan of action. Good morning, friends. It's like 8:45. Just got back from Heb. Had to get some things. And I did not want to brave the grocery store in the evening the week of Thanksgiving. That sounds horrid. So we had a stellar little morning jaunt to HEB. Because I've been having a hankering for a cheesecake. So we got all the things to make one. I do need to make Chris's lunch here in a moment. But I am gonna get the laundry going today. We're gonna be doing the chores. Also, I'm a bit annoyed. For a while they were carrying my shampoo. I used Function of Beauty at HEB, and now they just like didn't have it, but oh, you guys are gonna die. Okay, so I can show you what we grabbed. I needed graham crackers to make a graham cracker crust. We needed eggs because I did the egg test and ours were not good, okay? I got both strawberry pie and cherry pie filling for like topping because I like cherry and I think everybody else likes strawberry, so here we are. A can of sweetened condensed milk, lemon juice, and 2 cream cheese. And I will be making this tomorrow. So I'm not even really gonna bother, like, I mean, obviously I'm gonna put the eggs and the cream cheese away. But the rest of the stuff is just gonna go over there on the side counter. I bought a new lemon juice because I assumed this one was probably expired because Chris gave it to me the other day and it tastes like poison. Yeah, it expired in August. I told him he was poisoning me. And I was dramatic. But it was expired by a really long time. I also wish they just sold like, maybe they do and I shouldn't see it, like a 6-pack of eggs because I just literally threw away like 15 eggs. Because we just don't go through them, but I almost never have brown eggs. So that looks fancy in there. But I'm gonna go get the laundry started up. And then today's plan is I'm going to be like collating oops bags in the multi-shop grab bags. And that's pretty much my plan of action, baby. Hey guys, it's lunchtime. I'm making macaroni and cheese because I made myself a sandwich yesterday and then I did not feel good. So I don't want that again. So we're making mac and cheese. I collated all of the multi-shop grab bags, collated all of the oops bags, and I laid down all my bases for December and filmed reels of that. Laundry is done. And all of this before noon. I'd say we're killing it. I'm like, I feel guilty just doing nothing, but also at the same time, I feel like I really need to just like let my body rest and maybe heal, get better, because I'm just sick of being under the weather. Like, I'm so fucking sick of it. But we will see. Took a tiny nap, and my Afterlight package came and got delivered to the damn mailbox, so I had to walk down there. But here's to hoping it's better than last month, which was like the Romantasy that I'm not keeping. I know next month's book is one of my like most anticipated releases for the year, so ooh, this is so pretty. I love a book about a wedding. Wait till you see it. I'm just peeling off the it's really pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's called The Marriage Narrative by Claire Kahn, and that is stunning. I love that like the couple is like UV printed, and then like the centers of the flowers are gold. That's that. And then the back, and then the edges are magnificent. It's so good. Oh my god, the inner art is so cute. It's actually signed, which is something that I do think is good. I enjoy that. That's one of the arts. It's stunning. And this is the other art. Also stunning. The naked hardcover looks very, very, very similar to one that was a couple of months ago called When I Picture You, but I do really like it. It's like got the UV printing on it. Oh my god, this looks so cute. I'm so happy with this, especially because I was not super happy with last month being Romantasy. This is a great, 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 great one to come after that. So, I'm thrilled. Hello friends, it's like 5 o'clock. I've literally not been doing anything. I've actually just been resting, which is really shocking behavior. But one of Chris's Christmas, that's a hard like sentence, just came in the mail, so I just opened that. I hope he likes it. I don't know. He's so hard to buy for, but he recently got big into hockey, so I got him this like hockey jersey for Christmas that was kind of expensive, so we like set a budget, and so I've almost like finished shopping for him, so makes things pretty simple. But yeah, I feel like I'm being a lazy sack of shit, but I'm just like, I don't have anything I have to do. I might go order paper. That's like on the docket, so let me go do that. Y'all, I'm cackling. I'm gonna show you this whenever I'm like done, because I don't want to show the addresses that are on there. But Ava, if you're watching this, I don't know, she watches my videos periodically. It's my cousin's daughter, and I think she's like 9. That's my guess. Maybe 10? 9. She's got to be 9. She was born before my mom died, so anyhow, she commented on one of my shorts that she wanted me to make her M&M stickers, like the wrapper, so I'm making them, and they're being included in her Christmas card. I'm just waiting for her mother to text me back about what color to make them, so it's hilarious to me. And I'm gonna go take a quick little body shower. I wanna shower before Chris gets home so that he is able to use the shower. Hello friends, it's Baker Hannah at your service. We're here preparing to make a cheesecake. We have got our springform pan, and we have got Crisco. My grandma's method of how to grease the pan is one I will always do. You just get a glob on some paper towel and you rub it around. You know what I mean? It really helps you get into all of those nooks and crannies, because the last thing you want when you're making a cheesecake is for there to be stickage. I just got off the phone with my sister because she was going to make cheesecake for both my dad's house and her girlfriend's family's house. Granted, mind you, I just said all this to her, so I'm not talking shit. She's not a cooker. She's not somebody who cooks, let alone bakes. And baking is just like cooking with more rules. And so whenever she told me she was making it, she was making 2 cheesecakes. I'm like, well, do you have 2 springform pans? And she was like, I don't even know what that is. That's when we knew things weren't gonna go well. So, you know. We don't really need our topping currently, but we do need lemon juice, the sweetened condensed milk. Okay, so we got the oven preheating to 200. We're gonna melt 1/4 of a cup of butter. Usually I end up having to do a little bit more than 1/4 of a cup, but it's like fine. Right? Melt margarine, stir crumbs and sugar. Okay, so we're gonna need the 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs. So I'm gonna get these pulverized. I'll be right back. Okay, this is a little bit more than a cup. It's like a smidge over, but it was like 1 sleeve of the graham crackers. So we're just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna throw 1/4 cup of sugar into here. 1/4 cup of sugar. So my butter is melting currently, and then I'm gonna mix this in, and you gotta be really careful because it's like just butter and sugar. You don't want it to burn. Let me go get my drink. You gotta be real careful, like I said, because you don't want to burn the sugar. But you're basically gonna get the butter completely melted, and then you're gonna mix this in, and then you're gonna like dump it into the springform pan. Use a spatula or your fingies to firmly press it in, and then I'm gonna for sure, these are not that soft. They've only been out for like 40 minutes, so I'm gonna microwave them to get them quite melted, quite warm, because you want that shit smooth. Very smooth. Nobody wants a lumpy cheesecake. That would be actually repulsive. Also so annoyed I have to go to this one library to like verify my card. So annoying, truly. But I have this just on medium heat. You'd rather go slow and slow because you don't want to make like a brown butter. You don't want to burn your butter. So slow and steady wins the race on the butter front, but it's almost all melted now. 2 little pieces left. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dump all of this in and mix it together. And this is where I may need to add more butter. If it's not, like, if I'm unable to just easily press it and like it stick together. Because the butter is kind of like what's gonna bind it, but because I have a little bit extra of the graham crackers, I will probably need, yeah, I'm gonna do like an extra tablespoon of butter. It's okay if it does get, the graham cracker crumbs get a little bit brown. You just want to keep it moving so that they don't burn. Yeah, it's not really sticking together how I would like. I always do this, have to add a little bit more because I'm always like, I'm just gonna use this whole sleeve of graham crackers. It feels less wasteful because I'm not gonna just eat a graham cracker. So if I don't, whatever ones I don't use, would just in the opened package would just go in the trash. So I'm like, a marginally thicker crust is fine by me. Plus, I am obsessed with graham cracker crust. I think it is so delicious that I'm more than happy. Like, this just smells so good. And I think I mentioned it, but the oven is preheated to 300, which is always kind of a strange one because I feel like everything bakes like starting at 350, sometimes 325. But my Christmas cards are out for delivery, so I will be able, I did all the address labels last night, so I should be able to get them on the envelopes today. And Chris and I this morning did go to the post office to get stamps. I've been up since like 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. I've just, it's been a time to be alive, truly. Okay, so this is like the texture that we're looking for. Boop, boop, boop. Gonna turn the stove off. Oh my God, it smells good. It's quite hot, but pressing with your hands really is the like best course of action. I might just use a paper towel to like have a barrier temperature wise, because it did just come off the stove, so it's quite warm. The grease of the Crisco is getting all over my fingertips. Okay. So, there we have it. That's literally all you gotta do to make a homemade graham cracker crust. Pretty simple. Okay, this is pretty melty now. I did put it in the microwave for about 35 seconds because you don't want any lumps in your cheesecake. So this is gonna get put on the mixer and beat until the cream cheese is fluffy. Once that is light and fluffy, we're gonna beat in 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, 3 eggs, and 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Don't you fret. Another 1/4 cup. This probably has a little thing. It sure does. Okay. It's fluffy, it's all mixed, it's smooth, that's what we're looking for. So we are going to, like I said, beat in the sweetened condensed milk. So I need my can opener. 14 ounces. I'm gonna use my rubber spatula to really scrape this into the dish or into the thing. Low power mode. Okay. I don't really know what sweetened condensed milk even is, but I mean, I'm guessing it's like sugar and milk. milk and sugar. Those are the only ingredients. As predicted. So. That's in there. So we're gonna add in, like I said, the sweetened condensed milk, the eggs, and the salt. 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Good enough. And then 3 eggs. One. These like eggs have really hard shells. 2. I don't really buy brown eggs. Do brown eggs have harder shells than white eggs? I mean, that one cracked pretty good, pretty easily. 3 eggs. So now I'm going to just put this, well, wash my hands because I touched raw egg. And we're gonna throw it back on the mixer, and then the lemon juice goes in at the end. You definitely wanna make sure you scrape the sides because the cream cheese will build up on the edges and the bottom. It'll get like stuck, almost like a sheet of cream cheese. So you gotta make sure you're scraping. And I'm just gonna let that go for a bit. Okay, I'm not gonna bring her back over here, but we are gonna add 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice and mix it up again. There we go. And then I'm just gonna pour it onto here and we're gonna put it in the oven for 50 to 55 minutes. With baking, you always start at the lowest amount. With cooking in general, start at the lowest amount because you can always put it in longer. You can't put it in shorter once it's already in there. Okay, we've got our beater. Can go right in the sink. We have got our beautiful filling that we're just gonna pour on in. I didn't even do, you guys died, but cheesecake is in the oven. And yeah, that is done. The timer's going off, baby. Oh my god, I so deeply want to take a nap, but I'm like making this cheesecake, so like, I can't. Okay. So, I think this might need the 5 extra minutes. It doesn't quite look done. Or until the cake springs back when lightly touched about 1 inch from the center. Doesn't look like that's gonna be the case, but I'll give her a try. Maybe it is done. What does it say? Or until cake springs back when lightly touched about 1 inch from the center. Yeah, I would say that's done. Okay. So I'm just gonna turn off the oven. And we're gonna keep it in there with the oven off for 1 hour. Set timer for 1 hour. Okay. So now it's in the warm thing for 1 hour. And now we wait. And then when that's done, we'll let it cool before we put it in the fridge. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Christmas cards came. I labeled them. I already brought them down to the mailbox. And it is about 3 o'clock. I have D&D at 7, and I think I'm gonna try to take a little nap because I only slept like 4 hours last night, and I'm fucking pooped. I've never looked better. Happy Thanksgiving, friends. Last night I had D&D and it was tons of fun. My party had their first like big battle. Somebody got down to 4 health. It was pretty crazy. But it's Thanksgiving morning. We both woke up. When did you wake up?
I woke up at like 7:30. I woke up pretty early.
And I woke up at like 8:30. But we have a few hours till we need to leave. So it's time to crack some packs, baby. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I wanted to do this last night, but I was pooped because I had only slept 4 hours. So I'm ready, baby. Happy Black Friday, everybody. It's like 3 o'clock. Obviously, stayed up till midnight. Yesterday, Chris and I opened all of our... I feel like I've really talked to you guys. This is like the worst vlog ever. But Chris just had to go wrestle a giant weed. How'd it go?
It almost beat me up.
Sounds about right.
It was scary.
So yesterday we had an amazing Thanksgiving, and then we did a little mini Avatar The Last Airbender magic draft, and we came home. I stayed up till midnight to make sure everything went smoothly with the sale starting. Then I went to sleep, and then whenever we woke up, Chris and I played my new game, Vantage, which he gave a 10 out of 10. He originally gave it a 9. And then I was like, please explain one reason it doesn't deserve a 10. And he couldn't come up with one. So he's like, you know what? I think it's just actually a 10. And I was like, correct. But we just went grocery shopping. We are going over to Andrea's for a magic night tonight. So I am going to be making a cob dip. But I'm just going to run there for a bit. Okay. I'm gonna come at you guys with everything we got at the store. The first thing I had to crack open in the car, and it is this box of tissues. That this is Puffs plus with lotion with Vicks. And these tissues are a jump scare, let me tell you. Because when you go to blow your nose, you're like, you suck in. It's crazy business. But I kind of love them. Additionally, I did not need any soda, so we just got some for Chris. And then I did get a 4-pack of tissues because I got a 2-pack last week and I already used them all. So, a 4-pack of tissues. Sorry about the dishwasher. It is just like what's happening. It is what it is. I got a pack of these gingerbreads because me and Nick were having a whole conversation about gingerbread cookies and he says he doesn't like them. Because he and I know he likes soft cookies, and I'm like the soft ones? He's like, I actually don't know that I've ever had one that's like not crunchy. So I'm gonna bring that as well. Chris's go-to Alfredo. As well as some toilet paper because we were running low. Some Diet Coke, or this is not Diet Coke, this is Gatorade. Some Gatorades for Chris. As well as he got a bottle of wine for tonight. I picked it out because of this packaging was 10 out of 10. We had to get ID'd for this and one other item. And this is not me like saying this in a negative way because like it's literally their job. But this is the only time ever in my life when being ID'd, he like held up my ID, looked at me, looked at the ID. It was very intense. This is the dead animals. There is sausage, chicken, and bacon in there. I'm going to be using the bacon today for the cob dip, and then the rest of it is for Chris. I do also need to take my ground chicken out of the freezer for tomorrow. I always keep the meat in a bag in the fridge just in case it leaks for whatever reason. This is Chris's favorite frozen pizza. Oops, you can see everything. Cepacol, which these are the best cough drops. They taste like absolute trash, which is how you know they work. We've got some feta, which I will pulverize. So that Andrea is not disgusted by it. ranch seasoning for the Cobb dip. Penne because I've been having a hankering for butter noodles. Red onion because I need some for the Cobb dip sandwiches. Andre needs me to bring her an onion, you know, all the onion things. We got the red velvet muffins again. They feel festive because they're red, so. I'm just also really vying for Walmart to bring back the like ones that were kind of coffee cake flavored. They were just cinnamon with no apple. But lately they've only been having cinnamon apple and I don't like the cinnamon apple, so it's really devastation. Some bow tie for Chris for his pasta. Shredded cheddar for the dip. Chris's other Gatorades in here. And then cream cheese for the dip. We spent like $133, I think, but 15 of it was the wine. And like a good chunk of it was also tissues, so, you know. Sour cream for the dip. Shredded lettuce for both tacos and for the dip. Corn for the dip. And then, I really hate Logan Paul, but I like the idea. Actually, I did not realize that these are 10% coconut water. That could be problematic to me. But I liked the flavor ideas of these two flavors of Prime, Ice Pop and Cherry Freeze. Whatever, I'll stuff it down. We've got some lettuce. And then I did get 2 bags of our favorite tortilla chips. These ones are more expensive than regular tortilla chips, but they're so good. Multigrain. And a loaf of bread. And all that's left in this bag is the other bag of chips. So, that's the groceries. I'm feeling exhausted right now. So, after I put the groceries away, there's a chance that I go lay down for a little bit. I do need to figure out what time we need to be there tonight. I'm going to text Miss Andrea after. I don't really even know where my phone is, if I'm being honest with you. But we will figure that out for sure. And we will act accordingly as to what I'm gonna do. Typically it's not till like 7:30 or 8, so we got a lot of hours, so it's like 3. So, and the dip takes as long as it takes for bacon to cook in the oven, so like 20 some odd minutes to make, so it's not like that's even a deciding factor. But yeah, I am pooped. I woke up multiple times last night because my icky trait is that I in fact have to sleep with the TV on, and the internet kept going out, which is so annoying. And due to the internet repeatedly going out, the TV kept like disconnecting, which was just really irritating, truly. And it kept waking me up. So, that truly was annoying, if I'm being honest. I was unhappy with that experience. Okay, I've got Chris's pizza, and some stuff for the pantry, and then we're pretty much done with putting the groceries away. The freezer looks crazy because I just like did a get rid of everything that's freezer burnt old situation. And when I say that was most of the freezer, that was most of the freezer. So I'm gonna put a box of these tissues in both bathrooms, and the other one's gonna be my goes with me around the house tissues. My Vicks ones, because I got the Kleenex lotion ones, and I was like, oh, Vicks, should I get those ones? And Chris was like, yeah, I get those ones instead. But I was like, I don't know, like right now while I'm really like stuffy, the Vicks sounds really good. But I feel like for like a regular everyday nose blow, the Vicks might be a bit much. And now having used the Vicks, I'm like, yeah, thank God I didn't get that as like the all the time tissues. Because that would have been crazy business. But I'm gonna go get the stuff put away and I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all, we just bought so many tissues because I thought we bought a 2-pack of tissues. Turns out last week we bought a 4-pack of tissues. So now we have 7 boxes of tissues and 2 noses. So that's great. My sister's Christmas presents for Chris and me came today, so that's cute. And yeah, I'm gonna go figure out my life. I did just text Andrea and asked her what time she is looking for us to come. So, you know, should have that answer shortly. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Oh, we went to Cabo Bob's today and it was so good. And I'm so annoyed. I needed to go to this one library to verify my library card. And we drove all the way there and they were closed today. So, tomorrow Chris is also off of work, so I guess I'll call them tomorrow. I hate making phone calls. It gives me mega anxiety, but I'll call them to see if they're open because I don't want to drive there. It's like a 15-minute drive. So it's really annoying. Hello, friends. I am about to go make the dip and listen to my audiobook, but it's just letting you know that my lazy piece of shit ass just got off the bed, okay? So about 10 minutes left in the bacon-ish, so I'm gonna get going, but I'm not gonna be talking to you guys about it because we've made this together too many times at this point. It is Saturday. It's 10:44. Woke up at like an hour ago, simply. And we just got back. We had to run to the store because we forgot toothpaste at the grocery store, so we had to get that. And then I got half of a cherry pie, and then we got McDonald's breakfast. But I'm gonna eat my 2 hash browns and chillaxy for the last 15 minutes of this current power hour that's happening. And then I will chit chat with y'all. Okay guys, I fear I need to run to the store. I'm so annoyed about it. I've gone to the store so many times. But I forgot that I needed printer paper. And I would really like to get a move on starting to print stuff, print orders, like the paperwork for the orders. But I don't have enough paper, so I need trash bags for my office, which I also keep forgetting. So I am gonna try this though, because I'm gonna need to bring a drink on the road with me. Okay. I was worried that this was gonna taste very coconutty, but it literally just tastes like a bomb pop. When I go tell Chris that I'm running to the store, I'm probably gonna call my dad on the way. But I'm literally gonna get trash bags and paper. Maybe some stocking stuffers if I'm feeling up to it. Okay guys, Chris is full of hate and ordered food that I don't like for dinner. So I think I'm just gonna have some of the Cobb dip because we brought the rest home. So I guess that's my plan of action. But I finished my audiobook that I've been like low-key, high-key dragging my feet on because I was giving 3. And I'm gonna finish up my physical read that I'm also dragging my feet on because it feels like a 3. You know, sometimes it just be that way where everything's giving 3-star. And so I've said this once and I'll say it again. Sometimes I almost would prefer the book to just be bad, because then I would like have a strong feeling about it one way or another. It's the times where the book is just so mid that you feel almost nothing towards it. That's the worst. And that is kind of where I'm at with all my current reads. Well, I finished the one. And, you know, here we are. So this one is starting to get better. However, it is Marriage of Convenience, which I like fake dating. I don't love Marriage of Convenience. And I do fear they are different enough to me that I can like distinctly feel, I have distinct feelings about them both. But I understand the notion if somebody was like, they're basically the same thing. I get it, but also not to me. And this is playing so deeply into the quote, my wife trope, where he just keeps calling her his wife. Oh, my wife, my wife, my wife. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. It's kind of where I'm at. But I only have like an hour and 15 minutes left in the book. I'm like at like 50%. It's a pretty short book, so it's not too terrible. But I'm gonna do a quick reading update and then that's that. Okay, friends, it is 8:30 and I am home on the range. I've decided this is gonna be a 2-week vlog because I don't think I really vlogged much because I was, you know, Thanksgiving, Chris and I playing games, having like a whole date day together, and like game night, and then I was literally gone like all day today, working over at SPC. So I don't have anything to show for this video, but I am about to fill my water first and foremost. And the day that I'm filming this part is Sunday, the 30th of November, which is my sweet, dear angel friend Christy's birthday. So, Chris is coming out here. Okay, Chris left. He was getting his nasty ass looking pizza. But it's Christy's birthday, and one thing me and Christy really bonded over is our love for anything cherry. And I did happen to pick up half of a cherry pie, which was something she told me, oh my, I told her I'd never had last Thanksgiving time. And she was like, oh my God, you gotta like just get a cherry pie and try it. And I was like, okay, whatever, I will. And I really liked it. So I figured, what better way to celebrate her than with some cherry pie? And then if you guys happened to pick up my collab with Fantasy Wax, the most recent one, there was a scent in there called Christy, and it was a cherry pie scent. And that is why, if you were curious, I went with cherry pie for her. Because it is something we deeply, deeply bonded over, because I feel like cherry is such like an unpopular flavor. I think a lot of people associate the flavor of cherry with medicine, which is fair. My medicine growing up was grape, so I hate everything grape. But here it is. This one's for you, girl. I love ya. It is late. It's like 1 in the morning. I don't know. All I know is that I need to make Chris's lunch because I don't want to have to get up in the morning and do it because I'm tired. Okay, so he had a pretty short day today, which was very weird because it is like peak season, but he was training somebody, so he didn't actually eat his whole lunch, so he still has his applesauce and his cookies. So gonna give him berry Gatorade. This is the apple go-go squeeze. These are some iced oatmeal cookies. Got lettuce, cheese, onion. This is mustard and mayo. I just put it in a Ziploc baggie because I don't trust it. And then we've got turkey and pickle. I do need to grab him a chip. Gonna Funyuns. And yeah, but I've just been chilling. Chris and I just, yesterday we watched the first episode of season 5 of Stranger Things. And we just watched the remaining 3. So we are now caught up. And this is not a spoiler at all. 0% spoiler. I guess if you've never seen Stranger Things at all, maybe? I still don't think so. But I feel like in Stranger Things, it's definitely in like the love triangle of Steve, Nancy, Jonathan, you know? Are you team Jonathan or team Steve? I'm team Jonathan. And I thought that I was really like in a huge minority with that thought. Like I thought almost nobody was team Jonathan. However, Chris is team Steve, which, shocker, he and I never agree. We always have the opposite opinions on stuff like this, which is fine. But, so he's team Steve, I'm team Jonathan. But I asked my sister, and both her and her girlfriend, Brooke, are both team Jonathan. And my friend Madison said she likes Steve better, but she thinks, she says that in her opinion, Jonathan's better with Nancy. And then my friend Mike said he likes Steve. And so I've figured out this correlation now that guys like Steve and girls like Jonathan. So maybe that's just a coincidence. It's not the biggest testing pool. So I figured I would ask you guys what you think. But, okay, so I did some turkey, some pickle, some onion, some lettuce, and some cheese. And then there's mayo and mustard in here for him to add himself, so to prevent some of the sogginess. He had a tuna sandwich today. And we have like the flavored tuna pouches, and it was called like Mediterranean flavor, and it had like olives and peppers in it. I don't know, it was very strange when I opened it, but hey. I've been over this past year very much so team clean out the pantry, and the tuna packets have been in there for a while. I think that maybe the last one, so I'll see if Chris wants to get any at the store as like a surprise lunch, because otherwise the only options we have is turkey and PBJ. I haven't given him PBJ. I usually will do a turkey sandwich most days, and then one day is my lazy day, and I do a lazy sandwich. Yeah, we only have two tuna cans, I think, now, so see if he wants more pouches, but I'm gonna go to bed. And like I said, this is gonna be a 2-week vlog because I was really bad about vlogging last week, so yeah, no. This looks so ridiculous in here, so many packages, but I'm gonna go to bed and see you guys in the morning. Hello friends, it's 11, kind of late, but I slept until like 10. I'm about to do my makeup and probably my hair, and then I am going to film my reading wrap up so I can put all these books away, film some short form content regarding the books that I read, and then I'm going to work on my book journal. I would really like to get all that stuff done and get that filmed today so I can get these 2 videos edited and scheduled for Bookmas, because that does start today. And it would just feel great to have those things off the docket done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So that's what's on the plan for today. It is 66 in the house. I don't like that. So I'm gonna turn the heat on, but I am going to go and get ready so that I can get this filmed. All right. We are gonna go get the laundry put in as step 1. Step 1. of a day. And then I'm gonna go film my reading wrap up. Shouldn't be too long. I only read 20 books, which is still a lot, don't get me wrong, but there are months where I read 40. So 20 is a pretty easy reading wrap up to get done. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. This fucking Swiffer is about to poke my eye out. Ugh, but between the amount of travel I had in November and being unwell for like 3 weeks straight, I'm finally like feeling pretty good. I'm still a little bit sniffly and I still have a little bit of a cough, but I think that's just like my life now. You know what I mean? So laundry is on, baby. Let's go get this filmed. Okay, book journal stuff is done. It's like 5 o'clock. It literally feels like midnight in here because it's not only daylight savings bullshit, but it's been kind of yucky out all day. But I'm gonna get myself some Cobb dip as my food because I'm starving. All I had today is a muffin and it's like I said, like 5 o'clock and I'm feeling it. I just finished getting everything done for my book journal, so the editing of that, I mean the filming, I gotta film it before I can edit it, believe it or not. I do plan on doing my filming of that after I eat something, as well as I have like 3 plan with me's to film. So I would just like to do a filming marathon and get all of this bullshit filmed. And then I already filmed my book reading wrap up this morning. So if I could film all of that stuff and get that edited and pre-uploaded, all 5 of those videos, plus I actually don't think I'm gonna finish the book I'm currently reading today, but it's the last book for a video. It's My Friends by Frederick Bachman, and I fear he's just not the author for me. But if you guys don't know, it is Bookmas. I am posting a video a day over on my book channel, which is Hannah's Reading Realm, and it's so fun. And by the time you guys are seeing this, there will be like 10 videos over there. I think that's like exactly as many as I currently have pre-uploaded. I think I have pre-uploaded the first 10 days. So there is, what are they called? Reading vlogs, TBRs, ranking lists, a haul, decorating the bookshelves. Yeah, we got lots of things going on, you know what I mean? So there's that. But I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna get to all the filming that needs to be done. Hey friends, it's quite late. It's 11:30 and I didn't really get much done at all. About to make Chris's lunch and he's just getting a PBJ because I do not have it in me. It's been a horrible, no good, very bad night. But basically, looks like Chris didn't even drink his drink. Probably because I called him. So essentially, let me get everything situated. Bread, peanut butter. Blackberry jam. A knife. Barbecue twists, applesauce, chocolate chip cookies. But basically, I was filming my book journal video, okay? And I want to preface this with, I am terrified to be home alone. I just watch too much true crime that it has really instilled a lot of fears in me, for better or for worse. It's one of those where I'm like, okay, like I'm hyper vigilant about things, but also I'm hyper vigilant about things, you know? So, I was just, in the way the house is set up, that's the front door. Behind this is my office. Like, that's my office. So, like, there's windows that you, like, see, you can see basically my office, go walking into the house. So, I'm just casually working away at filming my book journal video. I got, like, 25 minutes into it. And all of a sudden, like, extreme banging on the door. I have on video the first initial bang, which I will show you right now. And that was the quietest of the about 5 bangs, which was then in combination with hello screaming at my door. Again, this is the quietest of all the bangs that I experienced. The ranch, and she is also going to school to be a vet, and so that kept happening with somebody screaming outside, and that put me into an absolute panic. I called Chris basically in tears, and I locked myself in the bathroom. Like, I was scared, and Chris was like, do you feel like your life is in danger, or do you think you need to call the police? And I'm like, no, like, I don't think I need to call the police. And so he happened to be on a 15-minute break when I called, and so he talked to me for 15 minutes, and it did not happen again. And so when we got off the phone, I literally came into the kitchen, and I got a knife, and I sat in bed with a knife until Chris got home. Because at that point, my fight or flight was really, really high, and I could not focus on anything until I was not home alone. So yeah. If you wonder, my fight or flight, fawn or freeze, is evidently fight, because Girly Pop got a knife and was like, I know we have pepper spray somewhere, but I could not find it for the life of me. And before anybody hits me with, oh, we need like a doorbell camera, we have a Ring camera, but because we like don't own this house, we can't like drill. Our house is brick, so we can't like drill through the brick to like install it into the house. So like it's by a battery, and the battery died. So literally it was on the charger. Like Chris put it on the charger like yesterday. So I was like, you need to put the Ring back out. Crying, freaked out, and it was really not a good journey. I don't recommend the experience to anybody. It was pretty bad. Not afraid, or not fun, but I am gonna go take a hair wash shower, that's for sure, because I need to decompress in one way or another. And we have 30 minutes to meet my sales goal for the sale. We're about $400 away, which is really good. And this is something I do want to talk about actually really quick. It's really difficult in this current times, like just having a small business or a business in general is like really hard, because nobody has extra money to be spending on frivolous things. It's just like the fact of the matter is people don't have the money. And it's hard because I feel like when things are slow, you have to work extra hard, and it feels like you're getting so much less of a payoff when you're busting your ass to like barely hit goals that are like so much smaller than in years past. It feels like you're going backwards, but I am taking this holiday season as a time to just be so grateful and thankful. And really, I've had such a bad year, like business wise, financially, mentally. Everybody died, health. It's just been a really bad year on so many levels. But I just want to go into 2026 as like a fresh start. And I am taking this holiday season and like this Black Friday season as like just being so grateful for you, for watching this video, for watching any of my videos, for like shopping from my shop. Like it's making me feel like I could cry because I'm just so grateful for anybody who like I know how few extra dollars people have these days and how hard it is. And so the fact that anybody is spending their extra dollars on something that I create, just I feel so grateful and so thankful and so blessed, and just thank you for continuing to let me live this dream as a small business owner and make stickers and bring you guys happiness through little packages in the mail. Like, I am just so grateful to still be doing this, because I know so many businesses are not making it through this year, are not making it through these last couple of years, and it breaks my heart for so many people. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful for you. Even if you've literally never shopped from me, just watching my videos, telling people about my shop, sharing my posts, liking my posts, literally interacting with anything I ever do, it means so much to me. And I just want you guys to know how thankful and how grateful I am. Whether or not I hit my goal tonight or not, I'm still grateful. I still did a good job. I got damn close. And when a year has been as difficult as this one in so many ways, even getting close to a goal honestly feels like a miracle. Even if the goals that I'm setting now are goals that are so much smaller than in the past, like if I'm just able to make myself proud, I guess, is all that I ask for. And that is something I've really struggled with over the last 2 years, is not feeling proud of myself. So I'm trying to just spend the rest of this year being proud of myself, you know? So I'm gonna go take a shower and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello guys, I fear I had a pretty extreme lie-in this morning. I woke up at 11:30, which is pretty bad, but I am refusing to beat myself up about it for 2 reasons. One being, well, 3 reasons. One being, last night with the like person who literally felt like they're trying to break into the house was very traumatizing. Okay, like, I was very scared last night, and I think I had a very big adrenaline dump when it came time to go to bed. Next, I finally last night was able to sleep with the fan on, and I slept straight. It's not like I woke up and was like, oh, I'm gonna go back to, woke up at like 8 and was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Oh no, I slept straight through all of those hours. And third and most importantly, it's also really dark in here. We're gonna deal with it because my blinds are staying 100% shut forever. What was I gonna say? I feel good today. And if you did not know, if you're living under a rock, I have been basically suffering from, I still think it's allergies, even though it's been weeks, because none of my symptoms literally equal anything else, because I have not once had a fever, you know? So there's that. But I've been suffering for about 3 weeks. And oh my God, it's freezing in here. I feel good today. So like, I can't help but like smile. I'm so happy that like I'm feeling better today. I still have like, I think that this cough is just like part of me now. So there's that, but I'm feeling so much better. The Grinch meal came out today, so I'm definitely using today as my day to get fast food. Of course, Tuesday is yesterday, but I do think that my eczema on my hand is coming back on my one finger. It's so itchy. And I think mine is very deeply both a combo of weather and mainly stress-induced, and the stress be stressing. I am currently waiting for my stuff to upload to my Google Drive. I did start it last night, but you have to have like the app open for it to like work. So it was not working. It's really annoying, but I'm going to, in the meantime, film my free plan with me since I did not get around to doing that yesterday because being in here was traumatizing. It's one of those things that like, if it wasn't nighttime and dark out, I probably wouldn't have been as freaked out about everything, but it was pitch black out, you know, so added to the spooky sensation. Also, Miss Jessica from J. Crew Plans, sending her over some custom contact cards for her to hand out when she goes to her junk events, and look at how cute they came out. She completely designed them with everything she wanted, and yeah, very excited. So today's plan is I'm going to film these plan with me's. I have most of the orders printed. I would say I have 2/3 of the orders printed. I need to print the rest of orders, and then I'm going to organize them, do journaling cards, pull our first round of foil, and then I'll probably do freebies. That's the plan, Stan. Okay, 3 plan with me's and a haul clip. Done. Honestly, thrilled with that performance by Moi. I killed it. I did it. I did the dang thing. I need to put a bunch of things away. Oh, but I'm glad that that is finished because it took fucking forever. I'm sweating. I keep hearing just like, you know, regular noises that are like just noises of being like at home. Every sound is freaking me out. I'm being very honest with you. It's all stressing me out very deeply. Trying to find room in my kit binder for all of these things. That's not going well. Defo do not have room for everything, but it's fine. It's all good in the hood. I'm gonna have to do my January kit lineup here very soon, which will at least give me some of these will get taken right on out. Y'all, I'm having such a craving for Disney. I just want to be there right now. Hopefully the cruise will like satisfy some of that because it's such a deep want right now. I miss it so deeply. This is all journaling stuff, and that's gonna go in my room for with my bookmarks. Ugh. Okay, so let's go bring these things where they're gonna go. I'm starving to death, so I think I'm gonna make myself some noodles, some little nudies, little nude-tastic time. Because there is technically, but the thing is, like every pot in this house is dirty. Ugh. I might also just have a muffin and call it a day. My totes are just kind of going there for now because it's hoarding very alive up in here. My dad did order me and Chris Christmas presents, so I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for packages. Ooh, one of the things I got, Chris was delivered. And the ring fell off the house. One moment. Okay, I hate when they do this with there's no package. And this was one of Chris's presents. It's a good thing that I grabbed it. He's been wanting like a new wardrobe, so during Black Friday I was like checking out steals and deals, and this shirt was on sale and I thought he would like it. It looks like something he would wear. It's cute. Oh boy, Lila's birthday present is somewhere in this mess. Oh, I gotta find that at some point. Her birthday present is this weekend. Oh, Lula. Ah, here it is. I got her the Gabby Dollhouse movie headband thing. So we'll wrap that at some point so I can have that for her. But the dishes are so bad that it makes me not want to make anything. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, and I'll check in with you guys when I got an answer. You guys, I am committing to the junk journal, so I did not put the fries in the shaker bag so that I could keep the bag for my junk journal. So we just poured it over, but it smells like dill pickles up in here. Yeah, that's up my alley. One thing about me, I love a dill pickle. I love a dill, I love a pickle, I love a sour. So it's basically delish, but I'm still working on customs. I'm gonna finish the order that I'm working on, which is Chloe's order. It's literally the second order of the sale, but it's fine. And then tomorrow I'm gonna start the day by completing all of the pre-sale, like orders placed before the sale orders. I'm gonna get them all done, and then I will go back to working on customs. Well, I might not do, I'm gonna work on those orders sometime, you know, but I'm gonna eat and watch something. Just kidding. I want to show you which socks that I got, because you get a pair of socks and there's 4 different ones, and I got my #1 want, which was the red ones. Here's what they look like, and on the bottom it says property of the Grinch, and I love them. I do. My Grinch meal rating, 10 out of 10. It was so good. I am now going to be do some editing. I finished the customs that I was working on. I feel like kind of on a roll with customs, so I never feel in the mood to do customs. I fucking hate doing them. It's just very time consuming, but I'm like in the mood. So I think tomorrow, if I'm still feeling that way in the morning, I am just gonna keep on the roll with customs and then do the orders on Thursday. Also, all day today thought it was Monday, so it's very depressing, but I need to offload you guys, and I'm gonna do some editing this evening. Chris needs to go to bed pretty soon because it's like 8:30, and this time of the year they do something at Amazon called Cycle 0, which is a super early in the morning route, and whatever. So he has to go in, he has to like clock in tomorrow at, I think he said clock in at 7:10, so he has to get up quite early tomorrow. So there's that. So I don't think he'll mind me using the laptop. So that's my plan, baby. Hello friends, it's Wednesday, it's almost noon, I've been working. I just got 2 packages in the mail. The first package was this, a chapstick little advent, and today is the 3rd, so I think we can open 1 and 2 in my good old BOTM game. So, I don't know who this is from. My first guess is my friend Emily. I just sent her a picture and asked her because she has sent me one of these before. So, let us open 1 and 2, because I think we open this on odd days, right? The first 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 4, 13. She just texted me back. Yes. Wow. You're so sweetie to me. Yes, this is from Emily. So we're gonna open the first two little advents. Number one is a peppermint chapstick. Chris would probably steal that from me. So honest. And then two is a hot chocolate. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So very excited. So thank you, Girly Pop. Honestly, I'm currently running kind of low on chapsticks. So this is 10 out of 10 experience. And then book of the month, I did get 2 books this month. Oh my god, how cute. It's a Christmas wintry. Ooh, it's got glitter on it. I don't know if you can tell with the snowflakes. Some of them have glitter on them. I love that. And then I got both Dark Sisters and Before I Forget. So these are the books being added to me collection. Make sure if you do want to sign up, you use my code down below because then I get a credit as well as you get a book for $5. So really just scratching each other's backs, okay? But I had a free add-on this month because one of my books came damaged last month. So, and it came damaged in a way that like it's still readable and it doesn't look damaged from like, it's this book. It looks fine on the shelf. This one. It looks fine on the shelf, so I'm not really worried about it. So I was like, I don't want another copy of it. So they said I could keep that copy and whatever. So but that's so sweetie pie of her. Hello guys, it is about 3:40 and I think I'm gonna take a midday break to take a shower. I was expecting to be like really far on, well, I am killing it on the customs. I think I'm like a third of the way done, which is really good. And I'm still planning on working for many hours, but I was planning on being further ahead on my reading today. Do I not have this book cover? What is it called? The December Market. It should be in the D's. I am not seeing it. Checking the T's because sometimes I be dumb. The December Market. Okay. It looks like I don't have it, so I will just get it and I'll pop it on a sheet because I am actively working on customs and stuff, so it's no big deal. But I do think I am gonna take a little break to go take a shower because I just feel like I wanna just feel refreshed. But I thought I was gonna be like done with like 2 books by now, but I talked to my dad for like an hour, and then my lovely like childhood best friend Shanna, she called me. She has Wednesdays off from work, so she FaceTimed me, and oh, does not tell you how long the call was. She called me around noon, it appears, and we were on the phone for like 2.5 hours. So I was chatting with her while I was working, so you know, that happened. So I'm gonna go take a little hair wash shower. I just feel kind of yucktastic. There is something that I do want to do really quickly, and I'll do it tomorrow. I think I need to pull out the books that I put away during my reading wrap up that I haven't done little mini reviews for, so I do need to do that. But I'm gonna go take a hair wash shower and then get out, get dressed, and get back to customs. Hopefully I'll probably be back in there by 4. It's 3:45, so that's the plan. Did I need McDonald's again for dinner tonight? Probably not, but did we get it anyway? We did. Simply. Sometimes it's just the way it has to be when you're a busy working girl. I was going to make butter noodles, but it just like, I wanted like broccoli or like green beans on the side, and that just wasn't an option. So we're back. I'm literally actively wearing my Grinch socks that I got in my last meal. I do hope these ones are not red again, but if they are, I'll love them just the same. So, got our nuggies, of course, and our fries. Our shaker bag. Oh my god, I thought they did not have the shaker salt in here. I was going to freak out, the salt. And my BBQ. Do I need to save both of these? No, but am I gonna? Yeah. Obviously. Okay, so. We're gonna find out what they are. The yellow ones, okay. We've got the yellow ones with Cindy Lou. I don't really care what color. I'm just glad they're a different one. I did want the green, but we're on mission to collect them all, I guess. This is the face of somebody who broke their color printer. My sticker paper got jammed and it would not come out, and I pulled it too hard and broke it, so now it won't pick up paper. Because that's just what I wanted to spend money on, a new printer. Thankfully that printer is pretty inexpensive. It's under $100, but I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. So I ordered that. It'll be here between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. So there's that. I'm gonna go see if Chris wants to watch a movie with me because I'm pissed off. Fancy meeting you guys here. Got a lot going on with the counter. I need to put some shit in the closet. Okay. Hello. It is later because Sleep and I were not friends. I was up till 5 in the morning. I feel like I have a pimple on the back of my neck. I think I do. BRB. Real true love. Chris just had to pop it for me because I couldn't see it and it hurts. Whew, so bad. Okay, I thought it would be like bleeding. That's like bad hurt. But it's not. Okay. So it's like nearly 11. We don't talk about it. Chris woke me up at 10. And I'm lollygagged. I am getting ready right now because I am going to go run to the store to finish up my stocking shopping for my dad, Chris, and Andrea. I am going to go to this one area. There's like a, I don't know if it's Marshall's or TJ Maxx, but there's one of those stores. A Michael's, a Bath and Body Works, a World Market, and an Old Navy, all like right next to each other. And those are like the places I really, well, I need to go to Old Navy for pajamas. That's like the reason for that. And then all the other ones. The only non-stocking thing that's like on my shopping list is it's time for a new bath mat. Ours is like dingy and gross, so I am going to acquire one of those. It's also like 46 degrees out, which is really something else. So I'm wearing like a sweater over this and a hat, so I don't like mega super, not like trying to look as cute as possible today, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna like do our best, you know, like sometimes doing our best is all we've got. We're gonna look okay today. But I haven't gotten ready in days, so I don't look like a fucking movie star compared to how I've been looking, you know? Sometimes it's just compared to how it's been going around these parts. So, I know. Okay. I'm gonna go with my pink highlighter. It's the one I've had the longest. It's definitely, we've hit pan on it a long time ago. Cause I'm just a glittery girl. I love sparkles, so yeah. I am gonna finish doing my makeup and then I'm gonna do my hair. And we're gonna get the hell out of here. I can only show you so much because I don't know who's gonna watch this, you know? So I probably am not gonna vlog anything while I'm out and about, you know? And then Chris asked if I wanted to go to Cabo Bob's today, and I said, duh. The only thing is, I don't really wake up hungry, and so I was like, would you be okay if maybe like I ran my errands and then I came home and we went, and he was like, yeah, but like I want to stream today, and like if we do that, then I'm gonna stream later in the day. And I'm like, that's fine because I have to work, so I don't really give a shit. And he was like, okay, yeah, then that's fine with me. I'm like, just feels like a waste of money like to go right here because I'd eat like 3 bites. Like I'm super not hungry. And he was like, yeah, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna go do my errands and work up an appetite, and then we're gonna get going. The fit check. Okay, friends, we are home. I just changed into pajamas, and we're gonna go to my office. It's like 3 o'clock. It's been a very long day. My sweater, I believe, is in my office. I have my new printer I need to get hooked up, which hopefully, since it's the exact same printer, it'll just be like a plug it in situation. One moment, let me go grab her and close Chris's door because he's a loud boy. Okay. I'm hoping I can just unplug the one and plug in this one, and it'll be like all good in the hood since they're like the exact same printer. I just like literally reordered it because it was not the printer's fault that the paper got stuck and then I broke it. So hopefully we can do that, but had a very productive morning. I did get all the stocking stuff done for Chris, Andrea, and my dad, so we love to see that. We love when things just are able to be done. But I did want to tell you guys, I live, laugh, love good customer service. I feel like having worked in customer service, still working, like I've been in the customer service line of work my whole life. And I got an email from the company that I order paper from, literally from the owner, who I have talked to on occasion when there's been some sort of delay with paper. And he literally went out of his way today to shoot me an email to basically be like apologize for the fact that he misjudged how much paper they needed to order for the holiday season, and they are running low. And he's like, because like I know you order all the time and blah blah blah, like I want to make sure you like first and foremost get your order in if you're gonna need anything further over the next couple of weeks. And I just thought that was so nice that he like literally went out of his way to tell me that, you know? It's just like good customer service, if you ask me. Does this not come with starter aid? Oh. I'm like, what is this? So it's all the cords, but I don't need the cords. So I'm like, what the fuck is all of this? But, you know, we will take starter ink, that's for damn sure. Yeah, but so was I planning on spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on paper today? No, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not be able to get it for weeks. So paper was ordered because I already have like a full order of paper on backup, and I'm gonna have 2, which is fine. I'll definitely use it some way somehow. Okay. Good. Get her plugged in and hope for the best. Ugh. I need a flashlight. I need a flashlight. It's very dark down here. Okay. Let's see then. Because one thing about me is all of my electronics are hardwired. I do have the Silhouette Cameos, Cameo 4, where they do have Bluetooth. I have never in my life Bluetooth with them. I strictly I'm gonna give this a go and see if it prints without further work needing to be done. We will see. But I'm gonna go, oh, this thing popped up. I'm gonna go get this situated. Okay, we got her all set up, all quick and easy. I literally just had to go through the English. Do you want the printer to update when an update is available? Like the little menu setup thing, which is super quick and easy. And then print it out. Great. Great, great, great. Print it again, but oh no. Just got ink all over myself. Okay, I'm gonna go. I DK what the deal was with that starter ink, but it was not sealing onto the paper. And literally, I don't know if you get, I got toner all over myself, or ink all over myself, because it just wasn't locking into place. But I'm about halfway done with customs. I'm gonna get to work on more. Okay guys, I'm taking a little break mid Jenna from Australia. I don't know if you watch my videos. Your order has about 8,007,642 customs. I have 8 left to go. So I needed to take a little break. It's 7. I'm probably 2/3 of the way through customs, which means I should finish customs tomorrow, which feels really good. And then Saturday, I will do these orders that I need to do, my Saturday plan. And then Sunday, I am heading to Lila's birthday. So that's my plan. I made myself noodles. This is just way too much. I'll probably just give the rest to Chris. But it is noodles. I cooked them, and then I put butter and garlic in a pan. And then use some onion powder and some Parmesan cheese. Tastes like childhood. So I'm gonna eat this like usual, watch YouTube and play some BGA. Also, I posted my YouTube wrapped thing. First off, everybody who has sent me that I'm in your top, I'm literally passing away because it's just so cute. But Simply All Years replied to my story, and that was kind of made me feel like a celebrity. But I'm gonna watch Larry's new video. I've already listened to a whole book today, so that's where we're at. Okay, guys, I am done in here for the day. I have a couple more orders, and then I'm on the last day of the sale, so killing it. And tomorrow I am not gonna let myself sleep until like 11 o'clock. We're just not doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna tell Chris to wake me up at 9. So, not that that's like particularly early, but in comparison to where we've been in life, you know. But
He killed himself. Okay, I'm going.
But I'm gonna film a intro to a video because my friend Shanna and I are doing a book swap video where we were joking about it, and she was like, well, I want you to read this book and this book. And the 2 books equaled like about 1,000 pages. So I was like, okay, well, I'll pick out 3 books I'll pick out books equal 1,000 pages. So I picked out 3 books for her because 2 of the books that I picked were pretty short, Say You'll Remember Me and Done and Dusted. And then I think the 3rd one I picked was Mile High. So, you know. But she's reading the Abby Jimenez one right now, and I'm having her send me video clips of her reactions, so I do need to film an intro to that video. So I'm gonna do that right now, even though it's like very dark in here. I think I gotta go get the lamp, gotta go get the light, because I think even if I put the overhead light on, it would still be a bit too dark up in here because it's like nighttime, you know? So I'm gonna go get this done, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Good morning, friends. It's 10:45. We've already been up to the grocery store, to McDonald's, and home. I'm gonna show the groceries in a minute, but first things first, I'm gonna go eat my 2 hash browns. Okay, I am obviously that was quick to eat because it's just 2 hash browns, but I'm gonna show you the groceries. I'm gonna look at something though, because I got stuff to make tacos, which I'm gonna make for dinner tonight, and then chicken reggies, which I'm gonna make tomorrow so that I can have the leftovers the next couple of days for lunches to make my life easy. But I am gonna be reading this book this week, and I'm making these like blueberry muffins. And for some reason it called for pie filling. And Chris and I are wondering what that's about. Here comes the fun part. Add this, turning your dough a shade of blue. Yeah, you just mix it in, I guess. He was like, does it go on top? So I was like, I don't know. I gotta go find out. So I got stuff for that. And I'm also making like these maple cookies, but I pretty much had all the ingredients for that, so I didn't really need to buy anything for it. But I still have like some muffins from last week, some pie, so basically we didn't buy any sweet treats because I'm gonna make them, plus we have a bunch left over. We've got Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pep. Did Dr. Pepper make any of you guys think of Forrest Gump? Because that's where me and Chris's mind goes every time. Okay, we were almost out of shaker cheese, so I got that. I got 3 packages of bagged tuna because we like to, well, Chris likes to have some of these on deck, and then he'll get a surprise tuna sandwich for lunch to switch it up. Be right back. So, that's what the tuna's for. Sauce for the chicken rigs. Blueberry pie filling for the blueberry muffins. Chicken bouillon. I like to get it in the like aisle that has all of, like the Mexican food because they have the big box of that. Also for chicken reggies. Heavy cream for the chicken reggies. / mac and cheese. I've been out of mac and cheese. I got 4 boxes. Honestly would have got more, but they only had 4 of the spices. Rigatoni for the chicken riggies. Penne for butter noodles. And I'm embarrassed that I like these, so we're not going to talk about it. We're just not, but they're really, really yummy. I hate to break it to you. This is ground chicken and chicken breast. 2 boxes of butter because we only have 1 stick left and I need a lot of butter for the baking. As well as a little small thing of milk because one of the recipes calls for milk and I only ever have almond milk. So if a recipe calls for regular milk, I get this little thing of milk. And then this is yellow onion for the chicken riggies, but I like to leave it in the bag because onions are messy. Bag of Gatorades. We got a white, a yellow. To be honest, I typically just drink the yellow one lately. A blue and a pink. Boom. It was like about $100 at the grocery store. A new bath mat for our bathroom in our bedroom. Shredded lettuce for tacos. I have all the other stuff for tacos, so I only needed to buy the meat. Lettuce for sandwiches. Bell pepper for the chicken riggies. Christmas tree cakes, because Chris wanted them. I don't eat that. I don't like any sort of thing that has cream in the center like that. Oop, hate it. I just wanted roast beef for whatever reason. So that's what we got for lunch meat. This disgusting ass pizza that he likes. And then the rest of my mac and cheese. Some Texas toast, and then the blueberry muffin recipe said you could use fresh or frozen blueberries, so I went with frozen. In case for whatever reason I don't make them over the next week, I won't be wasting fresh berries, because everybody knows berries be expensive, so if we have frozen, then it's all good, especially because I only like the blueberries in particular in baked goods. I don't like fresh blueberries. Like I would never in 1,000 years eat blueberries. So the freeze Christmas sausage that's in here. Oh, I also got this at World Market yesterday. It is black truffle salami and it's so good. So good. So, yeah. So today's plan is to finish working on the customs, and then if I have time, start working on orders. Just depends on how long the customs take me. It's one of those things where I tried explaining this to Chris. It's pretty impossible for me to predict how long the customs are going to take me, because I could look at the chunk of orders that I have to do. Could be that every single order has customs. It's going to take forever. It could be that half the orders have customs. Not going to take so long. It could be a third of them have customs. Takes no time. So it's really, unless like I sit there and I flip through all the orders, really difficult to tell. I did flip through probably like the next like 15 orders. The first one I have to do today has a lot of customs, but then the next like bit after that, not so bad. So it's like, I'm hoping to be maybe done by like 6. If I can do that, that would be really good and then maybe work a few hours on orders. But we'll see. If I don't get to work on orders till tomorrow, it's no big deal. Doesn't really matter. I would just, you know, I like to get ahead. So. On a personal level, I would enjoy doing that. Okay. Everything for the fridge. These 2 bags, and everything else goes in the pantry. I will say, as horrible as the ant infestation of 2025 was, it's been so nice having a cleaned out pantry. Much less items. I also want to say, Chris, whenever I think when I was going to Dallas, he got stuff to make these like bowls, like rice and like Mexican stuff. And he wanted to get like a 5-pound bag of rice, and I said no, because the one that's in here is still not open. So okay, lots of mac and cheese in there now. Bouillon, canned goods. Ugh. I guess technically, what was I gonna say? I don't know what I was even gonna say. Ignore me. Okay, and then Christmas tree cakes, and this parm is not open, so it does not need to go in the, what is it called, fridge yet. So that's that. And we're gonna go finish the YouTube video I'm watching, and then listen to my audiobook while I work. I also want to let it be known I'm melting the scent right here. It's called Help Me I'm Feeling Butterscotch, Buttery Gingerbread, and Pretzel. And it's one of the best smells of my entire life. I was melting it in our bedroom last night, and whenever Chris came to bed, he was like, what is this smell? It's amazing in here. So that's from years ago, but if you see something similar at Fantasy Wax, it's 10 out of 10. Okay guys, I only have like 20 orders to,
you know what? I'll bodyguard you.
he's so annoying, to flip through to do the customs for, so I'm basically killing it. I feel like I saw somebody outside. The blinds have been very much so closed. I must have seen something. So let's just grab packages, but more packages are going to be out for delivery for today from mi padre. But I'm gonna go do a reading update, go pedal, and yeah, that's the plan. You guys, I got the last thing on the cutters right now, but I forgot it is a day in which we can open our Advent. Woohoo! I think this is the first time in my life I've like done an Advent as it's like intended to be done, rather than just opening it all at once, because I tend to be a naughty girl like that. So, we'll open up the third one. And I do think Chris and I are going to play a game. So I'm pretty excited. Holiday Nog. I've never seen this flavor. Okay, I guess we're opening her right away. I've never had eggnog in my life, so I don't know if this actually smells like it. It's kind of like cinnamon, so like a cinnamon roll, like a creamy cinnamon, if that makes sense. But pretty hype about that. Pretty hype about that. Wow, I forgot that I had a bit of makeup on in the shower, so I did not soap up my face or my eyes. Did not use the face, well, I scrubbed it, but I didn't use the makeup remover, so. Oh, okay. But one of the packages that came in the mail today was addressed to me, And I ripped it open and I was like, oh, I didn't buy this. And I knew I was waiting on something from Chris's mom, my mother-in-law. But she told me it was one item. And I was like, there's multiple items in this box. So in the shower, I was like, what if it's from somebody else? And it turns out it's from my friend Madison. So we're gonna open this right meow and see what's all in here from Sweetie Girl Madison. This angle, trash. But that's fine. Gift receipt, Merry Christmas from Madison. Okay. We have got a new Kindle case, which was on my wish list. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's glittery. So it was something that I needed. I have a clear case on my Kindle, but it's very yellowed from just, you know, time. So I'm excited for that. Ooh. Girly got me my new journal for the new year. I put one on my wish list that was like, I think 350 pages. It's just black leather. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but there's like a sun embossed on it, and it is over 300 pages, which is what I needed because mine this year is like 200 something. So live, laugh, love that. And then a book, 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult. I've been going through like wanting to collect a bunch of Jodi Picoult. This is the tiniest text I've ever seen in my entire life. But the first one of the Jodi Picoult books that I gave, the one I gave 5 stars to, was called Mad Honey. And I read that because Madison told me to, and it was 5 stars. So, simply, love you, girl. Thank you. Good morning, friends. I've been up for about an hour, just kind of lollygagging, if I'm being so for real with you. Because I'm honest. I don't lie to you because you're like my friend, and friends don't lie. Or whatever they said on Stranger Things. But we're going to get going. We have lots of things to do today. Orders to work on. Chris and I did end up playing Vantage last night, and we got one of the, like, hard missions. And it's so funny because, like, Chris fucking killed it, right? Typically, I'm the one who's good at games, and it's not the other way around. Typically it's like an argument because Chris is really bad at whatever we're playing, and he gets mad at me about it. But, Vantage, he slaps that, and I'm just there for vibes, truly, because, like, basically in this game you have a card that's like your overall mission, and you're trying to complete the mission, whatever. Like, in this mission that we were doing, like, Chris was figuring out what we needed to do. And he's, like, looking at maps and doing this and doing that. He figured out we needed to go southeast. I swear to you, I was repeatedly going south, south, southeast, south, 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 like, going southeast on repeat. Okay, oh, I gotta clean off this table. I was doing it. I was doing exactly, going the directions I was supposed to be going, doing all the things I was supposed to be doing. Eventually, like, there's this one point where you can, like, look at the map and, like, see where you are in relation to the map. So it's like, cool, let's figure out where exactly I am. We're supposed to be, like, southeast. I'm fucking northwest somehow. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Chris is like, that's where you are? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And he's just like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know how this has happened to me, but I'm like, you have witnessed me repeatedly going southwest. So it's a mystery to all involved how I'm here. And basically you're like going around and you can explore different areas. Like, each new location that you go to has different, like, actions you can do, whether it's like to fight, to chat with people, to steal stuff, to fix something, whatever. There's all these different options of things to do. And So at this point, I'm like, okay, well, like, I'm in La La Land anyway. Like, I'm not anywhere where I need to be. It's going horrible. I'm just gonna give up on the mission, okay? So Chris was going for the mission, and I was just there. I was just there. Not really doing much, truly, of like, help to this mission that we're on. So that was something that I did, you know. But we ended up completing the mission, no thanks to me, all thanks to Chris, and getting it sorted, which was good. We had a ton of fun. And then we went to our room, went to sleep. Well, it's kind of a lie. I watched some telly before I went to sleep. It's so cold in here. What is the temperature? It's gonna get hot in here when I turn the boiler on. What's the temperature in the house? My thermometer says 67, and it's almost always like colder than it says. So yeah, it's really a little bit nipply up in here. So today we are gonna get done all of the orders that were placed prior to the sale. That is my goal. I think there's only like 15 that I need to get done, so it's nothing crazy. Instantly, I need to print more of Emily's Freeb. Because this bitch wants it. These peoples want it. I need to put sticker paper in the printer. This is also like a vital mistake I make like every time. I like forget to switch back to sticker paper. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of what today is going to consist of, is just me working in here and listening to audiobooks. So I probably won't talk to y'all all that much today. I'll probably be mainly talking with my reading vlogs because that's how the day is gonna go, is mainly just reading. You know, that's how we. I also realize it's December 6th and I haven't figured out the December freebies, so I should probably do that first and foremost. I think that will probably be what I do currently really quick, get that whipped up, because kind of necessary, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go get that done. Bye bye. I do tell y'all, I stopped at McDonald's to get a McDiet Coke, of course, and they have a sign out that they are already all out of the Grinch socks, which is actually really, I just don't get why we can't just like order enough, because it's the 6th and they came out on the 2nd. So I'm not really sure how we're already out. That just seems like bad planning, but maybe that's just me. But I decided I needed a crispy Diet Coke to get through a big work day. Oh, let's go. Oh my gosh. I hung up the Christmas cards and they're already falling down. Excuse y'all. Get back up here, silly rabbits. Okay. Okay guys, I'm about to make dinner, but I'm simply making chicken riggies, which I made like a week ago, so. But I wanted to update you. I'm still working. It's one of those things, I feel like whenever I get back to work, after having like a few, like, I've been working over the last couple of weeks, but I haven't been working on orders, if that makes sense. So I always feel like whenever I get back to non-orders portion of working, like that first day back on the grind, everything takes so much longer than I anticipate, and that's just kind of been today. It's just that everything feels like it's taking 84 years longer than it should, and I am low-key, high-key over it, you know? So, Chris just came in and he's like, I know you like had bought stuff to make dinner, do you still plan on making it? If you like don't, that's fine. He's like, I have a frozen pizza I can heat up. But the thing was the point of me making dinner was that I would have it for lunches. And tomorrow, well, Chris did ask, but he asked kind of late after they already made the schedule if he could switch to doing session 0 next week. Not session, I keep saying it that because of D&D. If he could be cycle 0, which would mean he would go in at like, have to clock in at 7 a.m. And because he asked a bit late, they were like, we'll see what we can do, but like the schedule's already made, basically. So, it's not, he's definitely not tomorrow doing that, I don't. There's a chance that at like 10 o'clock tonight he could get a call saying that he is, or asking him if he wants to, but as of right now, he's not. And I would rather not risk like not making dinner. You know what I mean? If there's a chance that he is gonna be working his regular shift tomorrow, which is like the most likely situation. And I decided on chicken riggies because it makes such great leftovers. And I'm gonna be working. So having something quick and easy to just be able to have for dinners will be amazing for me. So a little bit of heavy cream left in here, so it's good still. But I don't know if it's enough, so we'll get off. I don't know, it just fell. And then I think the only other thing I need is paprika and parsley. So I'm off to go make dinner. You guys, it's late as heck. It's 10 o'clock, you know? And I'm finally done. Honestly, it took me like 12 hours to get done. It ended up being, I think, it was more orders than I thought. I thought it was like 15 orders, but it was like 20 something. Whatever. They're done. We did it. We're gonna make Mr. Christopher's lunch. And then I'm probably not gonna talk to you like at all tomorrow if I'm being so for real with you. Because basically, getting up in the morning and I'm going to Andrea's first things first. Girly Pop literally just got back from New York. We're gonna go with apple banana go-go squeeze. Oh, I like to start with the drink so that it doesn't squish everything else. We're gonna go with pink Gatorade. Apple banana go-go squeeze. This is Christmas lunch. So we're gonna make a Christmas tree cake in here. I think these are disgusting. And then we've got the sweet barbecue Doritos. I'm making them a sandwich. But basically, I asked her, because like it's one of those things where, well, she was like, well, if you're really busy, like, and blah, blah, blah with Black Friday. And the thing is I always extend my shipping time during sales to 3 to 6 weeks. I typically get it done in 3 weeks. 4 at the most, okay? My goal is before January to have all the orders out, whatever. But I have learned through the years, condiment, that I need to treat myself with loving care. And by doing that, and to do that, I guess I should say, to treat myself with loving care as I deserve, I have to take a day off here and there. I just have to, and I used to not. This is probably only in like the last year, really, I've done this, is, you know, allowing myself time to rest. It's like a newer development for Hannah. But if I don't take a day off here and there, not like even anything crazy. Just let me tell you, it's nothing crazy. And like get out of the house for a few hours, I become a really not fun person to be around, which I think is honestly, the foiler. I'm like, the fridge is closed, what's beeping? It's the foiler. I become a really like not cute, not fun, not fabulous person to be around because I'm just miserable and exhausted. But she just got home from New York today, New York City. She was visiting sweet Jessica. Love Jessica, she is good shit. But I was like, is it still like cool? Because basically, I forgot the reason for the season. Tomorrow is Lila's birthday party, okay? And I've known about Lila's birthday party for months, okay? It's been on my calendar for months. It did not register to me that it was on a Sunday until last week. And I said to Andrea, oh shit, I guess I'm not coming to Lila's party unless Chris drops me off before work. Because the only other option would be for me to drop Chris off at work, go home, go to the party, come back home. It's just like, would be so much driving around and I can't be bothered to do that. And so I was like, yeah, like, obviously, like, I have a present for her, but if I can't go, I can't go. And she's like, well, I mean, she's like, I'm cool with you coming over. It's just, it's one of those things where she's like, it's more so like, we're going to be hanging out with the kids, and AKA, they're going to want you to play with them. Which I'm completely fine with. I have said it once and I'll say it again. I live in the mindset of I don't have kids. So if I'm going over to my friend's house who has kids, I'm going to play with them, try to get some of their energy out, blah, 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 so that they can have a little bit of chill time. So she's like, I just like don't want you to like come over and then be like, oh my god, like she feels bad that like, I don't really know why she feels bad ever, but you know, it's just one of those things. And so I texted her and I was like, are you still good? Like, I just want to, like, I don't want to add more stress to the situation because I know you just got home. She's like, I could actually really use the help, da, da, da. She's like, unless you're too busy. I'm like, I wouldn't have offered if I was too busy. You know what I mean? I'd have been like, by the way, I'm not coming. So, anyhow, then I get up at 8:30 and Chris is gonna drop me to Andrea's on his way to work. I don't really know what we're doing. I don't know what time Lila's party's at, if I'm being honest with you. I just know that it is, but I don't know. We had said maybe something about possibly going to SPC after the party and just like working until Chris gets out of work. Whatever, I don't really know. I don't really care what we do, but I just texted her. I was like, so like, are we going to SPC tomorrow? AKA, should I bring my headphones? Because that's really the only thing that'll be different, is if we're going to SPC, I'll bring my headphones, and if we're not going to SPC, I won't bring the headphones. Also did not realize we were out of pickle spear or stackers. That's a shame on me. We have slices, so it's like fine. We also have other types of sandwiches that can be made, but yeah, so I'm gonna go lay flat because my back hurts so incredibly bad. I also packaged up a book that I was sending to Shanna, and I packaged up my sister for Christmas. All she wanted was quote unquote old wax. So also look at the size of this package. It's for Chris from my dad. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell. This is me with the package. It's crazy big. And it's heavy. There we go. But yeah, so I did that. And so and the thing is I always have like a box going for her where like if I'm melting a wax and either like I melt it once and I'm like, oh, I don't like that, or I smell it upon years later because, you know, I bought this wax most of it years ago. I'm like, I don't think so. I just put it in the box for her, but, you know. I also did a little bit of final Christmas shopping. There's one thing that, like, Andre wanted that was on, like, super sale, so I grabbed that, and then I sent some goodies to my friend Madison. Oh, it feels good to lay. It feels good to sit. Whew. But, yeah, I'm gonna chill now. Bye. And as predicted, I vlogged nothing yesterday because I was not home. But that's going to be everything, friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye.